if I lose my hair, that's what I'm going to say. I'm not bald. I have hair. It's just outside your visible spectrum. Don't touch. You got to have faith. Well, you guys are wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. It's so good. It gives us faith to see this good a turnout for this kind of an event. And I'm only a warm-up act for your featured speaker. I would like to tell you that I have a website, sciencecomedian.com. And yes, thank you. I made that up, and it was available. Is that a good sign for the world or a bad sign? That in even as late as 2007, sciencecomedian.com was available. Lucky for me. And I have a CD, Rational Comedy for an Irrational Planet, that has some of the stuff I just said and a bunch of stuff that I didn't say. And I guess I'd like to leave you with the words of another Isaac Newton, who once said, "If I have seen further than others, it is because I have stood on the shoulders of giants." Which is really an impressive thing and a like sobering thing to hear, because Isaac Newton, the inventor of gravity, universally hailed as one of the greatest scientific minds ever to walk the earth, believed in giants. So let that be a lesson to us all. No, actually, it does say something about science in general, and the way science is done, and how it's like a relay race, and how people carry the baton as far as they can, and they hand it off to the next generation. And so, you know, thank you for being here today. Thank you for helping us celebrate science, and happy birthday, Charles Darwin. You guys, thank you very much.
Is this a big enough smile? Are you happy, Fred? Okay. I think the next person needs own introduction, so Mynga? No, I'm kidding. Mynga, of course, is a volunteer organizer powerhouse here in the Sacramento area, has been behind things here locally for many years, and she, I think, along with all the other organizers, including Mr. Krispy Kreme, who has taken off his hat. You have to put your hat back on, because it's how people identify you. Come on, I know it's there. You were wearing it earlier. There we go, okay. Mr. Krispy Kreme and his wife over there in the corner. There you go. Shout out for some of the volunteers, and some others as well that I've missed. I apologize if I missed you. I've been keeping Darwin Day going for nigh on 12 years, and that's very good that I finally got to say nigh on. Mynga wants to talk about the volunteers in general and the whole event with Darwin Day, and so rather than just prolong your introduction, why don't you welcome Mynga Futrell.
I'm so pleased to see so many admirers of Darwin and champions of evolution and science here today. It's really exciting. This is Sacramento's 12th annual Darwin Day event. And gosh, there are a sure lot of my fellow primates here. This is the best. It's a big year. As you know, we're celebrating the 200th anniversary of Darwin's birth. And Charles Darwin is, and he was and is, a scientific giant. And many scientists think that his theory of evolution is just the most powerful scientific theory ever developed. So it's no wonder that we are just among over 500 Darwin celebrations that are happening around the U.S. and across the world, either on or around the February 12th date, which is coming up on Thursday. A great many of the community celebrations are taking place this weekend or next weekend. And there's another local event coming up I wanted to tell you about. There's a flyer for it over on this long table where you got your tickets. It's at the University of California, Davis, and it's on the 23rd, so that's pretty far out, but that's when they could arrange it. And next weekend is called Evolution Sunday, and people in hundreds of churches as part of a project that's 3 years old now, to elevate the national dialogue on science and religion and evolution by celebrating Darwin's theory. That'll be taking place next weekend. And that annual event is fast becoming Evolution Weekend, so that they can be more interfaith about it and have people in the synagogues and the temples and so forth to actually deal with the importance of Darwin's theory in modern science. And to recognize that religion and science need not be at loggerheads. Not all religion is fundamentalist. And all of these events, whether they're secular, they're academic, religious, honor in some way Charles Darwin's accomplishments and his contributions to human understanding. Each takes a different route. There are lectures, sermons, museum exhibitions, parties, film showings. It is doubtful, though, that any other will be quite like the one we have going on here in Carmichael. Where else is there a music group that's actually called Theory of Evolution and performing a song that was written for this day, for this event? And where else is there a science comedian? We got him. And 4 birthday cakes for Charlie. 4. One of them's even vegan. How about birthday party, one normally gives a gift to the honored person. But in fact, in this case, it's the honored person who has given us the gift. Yes. It's a gift of understanding life. So part of the purpose of this setting is to show our gratitude for Darwin's proposition and to reaffirm it as a momentous idea. Through these annual Darwin programs, we hope to raise awareness of the life and work of the 19th century scientist and to inform the community of his contributions to our understanding of the world and the life within it. We call Sacramento's celebration an educational gala. The main program and the displays are to educate about developments within evolutionary theory and scientific enterprise, in the modern context. And most importantly, at this event, we promote and defend sound science education in curricula and in public school programs. And this last point is really what spurs much of my own efforts. The day's a social event, too. We've already had the great music and the comedy prelude to get you into a gala mood and to turn your brains on to science. The social time and the birthday cake afterward, after our featured presentation and a bit of Q&A, will give you time to meet with others who share this appreciation of the scientific endeavor and a commitment to sound science education. So please plan to stay and take that time and meet others. Just after the Q&A, before the refreshments, there will be a drawing for our gift basket, our door prize drawing, and also a drawing for any science educators in the audience. So if you are a science educator, make sure you make it over here and get your little, there's a ticket over there you can fill out, tell what school you're from, and drop it in that basket. You've got a really good chance because we don't have enough science educators here. Tell all the science teachers in this community to get here next year. Then we'll be singing, with the help of the band, we'll be singing the Happy Birthday Charlie song. That has been a feature of Sacramento's celebration from the beginning. And after that, when we break for the cake and camaraderie, you will have another chance to visit the literature tables and display tables, and be sure to check out those Darwin cartoons that are down along this wall if you haven't seen those yet. You must be present.